It was a misty autumn evening when I arrived at my grandmother's house. Granny's house, a charming cottage nestled in the countryside, always held a special place in my heart. However, on this particular visit, I would experience a horror beyond my wildest imagination. As I entered the house, a sense of unease washed over me. The once warm and inviting atmosphere had transformed into an eerie stillness. The air felt heavy, suffused with a palpable tension that made my skin crawl. Despite the unsettling feeling, I convinced myself that it was merely my imagination running wild. That night, as I lay in bed, strange noises echoed through the house. Creaking floorboards, distant whispers, and unexplained thuds disrupted the silence of the night. I tossed and turned, trying to ignore the mounting fear building within me. It felt as though unseen eyes were watching my every move. In the days that followed, the occurrences became more frequent and unsettling. Objects would mysteriously move from their original positions, doors would open and close on their own accord, and I often caught glimpses of fleeting shadows out of the corner of my eye. Granny dismissed my concerns, attributing them to the house settling or the wind's playful tricks. One stormy night, as I sat alone in the living room, the atmosphere grew heavy with an undeniable presence. The room suddenly grew colder, and the air crackled with an otherworldly energy. I felt an intense gaze upon me, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. Paralyzed with fear, I called out to Granny, desperate for some comfort and reassurance. To my surprise, Granny seemed unperturbed by my distress. She calmly explained that the house had a long history of supernatural occurrences. She revealed that the land upon which the house stood was once a burial ground, where restless spirits still lingered. Granny had learned to coexist with them over the years, accepting their presence as a part of the house's legacy. As the days turned into weeks, I became increasingly drawn to the mysteries of the house. Determined to uncover the truth, I delved into its history, scouring old records and speaking to local residents. It was then that I stumbled upon a dark secret buried within Granny's house. Decades ago, the house was the site of a tragic incident. A young girl had gone missing under mysterious circumstances, and her body was never found. Rumors circulated that she had been taken by the spirits that haunted the land. The girl's restless spirit was said to roam the house, searching for peace and resolution. Armed with this newfound knowledge, I embarked on a mission to help the lost soul find peace. Through careful research and consultations with paranormal experts, I learned about cleansing rituals and methods to communicate with spirits. Armed with this newfound knowledge, I prepared to confront the entity that haunted Granny's house. Late one night, as the moon bathed the house in an ethereal glow, I conducted a seance in the very room where the girl had vanished. With trembling hands, I called out to her spirit, pleading for her to reveal herself. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew through the room, extinguishing the candles and plunging the room into darkness. In the blackness, I felt a cold presence envelop me. The spirit of the lost girl made her presence known, her sorrow and longing permeating the room. With a heavy heart, I listened to her story, her voice filled with sadness and confusion. She had been trapped in the house, unable to move on to the afterlife. With compassion and empathy, I assured the spirit that I would help her find peace. Through further research, I discovered the girl's remains buried beneath a long-forgotten tree in the backyard. With the help of local authorities, we unearthed her remains and laid her to rest in a proper burial. From that moment on, the house felt lighter, as if a weight had been lifted. The paranormal occurrences ceased, and Granny's house regained its warmth and tranquility. The lost girl had finally found the peace she had longed for. As I bid farewell to Granny's house, I couldn't help but feel a profound sense of gratitude and awe. I had experienced a real horror, confronted restless spirits, and helped a lost soul find closure. The haunting of Granny's house had left an indelible mark on my life, a testament to the existence of the supernatural and the power of compassion in the face of fear.